Techland's Dying Light 2 was definitely one of the better game releases of the recent time. Since I loved the parkour in the gritty world of the first game, the sequel checked all boxes for me and even managed to surprise with great new stuff. That being said, even utilizing AMD's Fidelity Super Resolution 1.0 and the lowest visual settings, that particular open-world zombie RPG parkour game gave you a pretty hard time on the Steam Deck, at least until now. If you're new here, welcome to the Deckverse. Without further ado, let's dive in. With their first community update, Techland now added some of the most wanted features to the game, including FSR 2.0, AMD's open source equivalent to Nvidia's deep learning supersampling, short DLSS, is not a static upscaler like you had in the game or the deck's global settings available before. It dynamically adjusts parts of the game's base resolution to its needs and upscales the content in a way that in some moments it nearly seems to be indistinguishable from output on native resolution. Long story short, massive performance gain and more headroom to either achieve a better frame rate or a better overall quality. Upon first start, you will be met with pretty steep default settings, which reflect the high preset. As you can see already in the initial cutscenes, the deck struggles massively with its performance budget due to vegetation, shadow details and many post-processing effects. Let me give you a quick comparison teaser of the Golden 40 preset you will definitely want to use from now on in Dying Light 2 on your Steam Deck. In this video I give you an extensive explanation on why 40 FPS at 40 Hz is a game changer for your Steam Deck. The frame rate sits comfortably in the 40s, giving us a relatively solid experience. Don't mind the frame pacing though, we'll get to that part in a few moments. In this video I will only compare the upscaling methods and their performance results using the official medium preset, which reflects the settings most similar to my Golden 40 preset. Today's dish contains a wide range of upscaling settings excluding DLSS. Linear upscaling, FSR 1.0 and FSR 2.0, which got added with the recent community update. Generally speaking, it quickly gets clear that both linear upscaling and the old static FSR solution act pretty aggressively. Their performance presets ultimately result in a massive base resolution degradation, which is definitely not what we are looking for. In stark contrast, even FSR 2.0's performance mode, with its preset aiming at the biggest overall resource savings due to a lowered resolution output, looks surprisingly better than the results we get with the linear upscaling and FSR 1.0 quality modes. That being said, having a few things tweaked accordingly to maintain a solid frame rate of around 40 FPS, the game is now more than playable on the Steam Deck, even outside of its frame rate tanking intro sequence and level. Small rare tips remain, which are probably the result of the geometry working its way through the game's rendering processes and the occlusion culling, deciding to rather opt for more resources than ending up too slow. Texture quality on high, next to motion blur, particles quality, contact shadows as well as ambient occlusion on medium, seem to do the trick of giving enough headroom to maintain that sweet Golden 40 momentum, without having the game's fictional city Villador ending up too ugly. In my opinion, it's actually quite the opposite. Once we set the deck's refresh rate to 40 Hz and let the game's resync cap its frame rate accordingly, everything clicks and the result is something to behold. Thank you for your time, and if you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy my recent deep dive about Marvel's Spider-Man on the Steam Deck. You can also join our ever-growing Discord community to discuss all things Steam Deck and gaming tech, as well as support the Deckverse on Patreon if that's up to your alley. As always, all links in the video description below. Cheers!